Researchers like Don Milton are exploring a new way of using ultraviolet light to make indoor air safer.
It's been known for 80 years or so that ultraviolet light can kill bacteria and inactivate viruses in the air so that they're no longer infectious.
Conventional UVC light has been used extensively in places like hospitals, homeless shelters, and prisons. But that conventional UV light can harm the skin and eyes, so should not be shined directly at people. A shorter wavelength called far UVC can't get past the top layers of the skin or the tear layer of the cornea.
We could be putting these into places where people gather and reducing the ability of the virus to transmit in these congregate settings.
Do you think it's ready for prime time right now, or does further work need to be done first?
I'm a scientist, and there's always another question I want to answer. But I think the risks are minimal, and the advantages of this technology are huge. And so we need to begin using it some more.
During the Obama administration, David Michaels ran OSHA, the government agency charged with ensuring safe working conditions. What is your expertise and interest in UVC light?
I'm an epidemiologist, really all my career focused on worker safety. And I've been very disappointed that even though essential workers in essential industry, were the focus of the country at the beginning of the pandemic, and we saw thousands of them killed, literally thousands, we haven't taken the steps necessary to make sure that they're continually protected. You can't just say, wear a mask and get vaccinated. You've got to make sure the air is clean, the air is safe. And far UVC is one tool that's really very effective. It's not the only one, and I certainly would never say, just install these far UVC lights and don't worry about ventilation or filtration or vaccination for that matter, which is a very effective way to protect people. But you need them all. You need layered protection. And we know that you can have super spreader events in indoor areas where everybody's vaccinated and they're tested. So we have to do better.
Exciting new far UVC, which is the 222 nanometer, which because it's got more energy, it discharges superficially in the dead skin layer and in the tear layer. It's not supposed to cause any eye irritation or cataracts, and it's not supposed to cause skin sunburns or skin cancer, which is why the traditional UVGI has been inside ducts in the past. I just wanted to ask how far along that is in terms of commercial availability and and the toxicology tests for safety. To what extent does it eliminate those concerns?
Yeah, the toxicology shows that in fact it doesn't cause any DNA damage in the human skin, and it is currently deployed in about 1,000 different deployments around the country, including the U.S. Army headquarters and the Pentagon, hundreds of schools in South Carolina, including school buses at the Atlanta International Airport and other airports.
Because what Dr. Milton is describing is the ability to have lamps that could be used in the classroom, in the waiting room, in public spaces, in grocery stores that are incredibly effective against not only coronavirus, but also TB and also influenza viruses. So that's incredibly important and may warrant additional OSHA looking into that.
This is where we need innovation. And we also have great new innovation on 222 nanometer UV. It still needs more work. It's not quite as far along as 254, but many of my colleagues are putting it in right now because we need tools, and let's do it.